Hi, Gordon Graham here, and welcome to the final race instructions and race brief for the Ultra Cape Town happening real soon. 2022 means more racing, and we know you've been training hard, so let's get into it, shall we? These are your final instructions. Unfortunately, I won't be in Cape Town with you, but I am looking forward to seeing all those Facebook posts and all those Instagram, all those social network posts of your success. Race registration is where we start, and that's on Thursday, the 3rd of March, and registration's at the Rondebosch Sports Club from 12 in the afternoon to 5. And again on Saturday, that's the 5th of March, registration at the Aftak Room at the Theawaters's Sports Club from 10 a.m. in the morning. There will be no race day registration, so please make sure that you either attend the 3rd of March or the 5th of March and get yourself registered. For out-of-town athletes, the 5th of March at the actual race venue is designed for you. It's all happening at Theawaters's Club. If you are Theawaters's Curve, rather, if you are a team, only one person from the team needs to attend registration, so don't stress too much, okay? It's happening at Theawaters's Sports Club. The gate entrance fees are going to be important. Each athlete and every supporter will be required to pay 20 South African Rand or 1,000 Zimbabwean dollars for the venue and conservation fee to enter on race day. This is not included in your entry and needs to be audited separately, so you'll pay that when you arrive. Please note and pay this at 20 Rand per person registration, so we don't have long vehicle queues on race day at the gate. Spectators will get a wristband, which must be worn to have access on race day. And athlete wristbands will be stamped, which means athletes will be able to get in and around the Theawaters's Sports Club. Race day bike racking, it happens on race day morning. That's between 10 to 6 in the morning and 10 to 7. So 5:50 a.m. to 6:50 a.m. is when you rack your bike, not beforehand, okay? Race briefing will happen Sunday morning at 10 to 7 on the main slipway. This is right at the swim start, and your group race briefing will be done with your race director and your MC at that point. Bike numbers, please make sure that you stick your bike numbers either on your brake cable at the back of your bike or on your bike stem leading up to your saddle, and it must be visible throughout the race so that the referees can see who these amazing athletes are that aren't breaking any rules. Race starts at the main slipway by the finish area in front of the clubhouse. There'll be plenty of signage and you'll make your way around there, no problem. With regards to your wetsuits, I know some people absolutely love their wetsuit and they're thinking, where can I use my wetsuit? Well, we'll only be able to make a decision at around about 6:05 on race day by the TSA race officials as per TSA rules. Under a certain temperature, wetsuits are required or compulsory. Between that temperature and a higher temperature, optional, and at the higher temperature, they may just not be used. So let's see what happens. We'll find out. Bring your wetsuits with you, though. You don't want to be at the race and not have your wetsuit with you. Drafting, please note that this is a non-drafting race. No drafting will be allowed in either the sprint or the ultra event. You will be warned and then disqualified if you draft. Cut-off times for the ultra race is 8 hours, basically from 7:35 in the morning to around about 25 to 4 in the afternoon. Athletes, please take note that prize giving will happen at 3 p.m., although athletes who are on the course will still be allowed to finish up until 3:35, and they'll receive that medal if they finish before that cut-off time. Please wear the official race swim cap provided in the goodie bag and make sure that you don't use your own. We need to know where you are in the water at all times, and our special swimming caps have been designed for that. Big thank you to our sponsors, Thule, 32GI, DSV, Saucony, Yesman, Julbo. As you can see, I'm wearing their brand. Very nice. Be Active, Aquele, Fluid Lines, and everybody else involved in making this race happen. We've been waiting for this. Start times, all sprint athletes will start at 7:05 in a rolling start format, and the ultra tri and aquabike athletes will start at 7:35 in the morning, also in a rolling start format, not just for swim safety, but also for COVID protocols. How good is it that we're racing, right? Transition area will be open, as we said, from 5:50 a.m. by the TSA officials. Your bike and helmet and swim cap will be checked in when you enter. If there's anything wrong with your bike end or your brakes or your helmet is cracked, you'll be required to get a new one before you can rack your bike. You can remove your bike from the transition area after the last competitor has finished the race. The transition area will close and everyone must be out by 6:50 a.m. for the race briefing at the swim start. Transition bags, due to COVID, no transition bags will be used. Competitors will put their equipment next to their bikes inside transition area. And please make sure that you put your equipment on the drivetrain side of your bike. So if you're sitting on the saddle, it'll be on the right-hand side of your bike to make sure there's enough room for people around you. There will be no toilets on the race route. Please make use of them next to transition and at the clubhouse prior to racing. Vehicle support is not allowed on the bike route due to athlete safety, and anyone found driving on the route will result in their athlete being disqualified. So tell Dad, hey, just chill, Dad, I'll be fine. I'll see you when I get back for the run. Prize giving for the sprint athletes is at 10:30 in the morning. Ultra prize giving is at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. All winners need to be present at prize giving. No one will be allowed to collect prizes on behalf of another person because we don't know if they're actually telling the truth. Believe it or not, that's actually happened. And all lucky drawers will need to be present to collect their prize at the time of the draw. We won't be sending prizes to anyone. So stay with us for the lucky draws. Timing is provided by the team from Finish Time. I know Craig very, very well, and he's going to make sure that your time is 100% accurate. You'll receive a loan chip on registration, but with no ankle strap. So please make sure you bring your own ankle strap to use for your chip. At a couple of races I did last year, one or two athletes were like, I don't have a strap. Make sure you get one and bring it with you. Please return the loan chip to the on the finish line. If you lose the chip, it's going to cost you 200 Rand because they're pretty expensive to replace. Cycle laps. The sprint competitors will do 1 lap. It's 1 times 20 kilometers on the loop. Ultra and Aquabike guys will do 3 of those, 3 times 30 cycle loops. The Ultra turning point for the second lap will be on the main road, so just keep that in mind. There will be nutrition and run water tables, water sachets, 32 GI endurance, 32 GI gel. There'll also be Coke and bananas that will be available in the weather. It's going to be very hot, so please make sure you stay nice and hydrated, and sponges will be available at all the run tables just to help cool you down on the run. I'm so jealous that I'm not going to be there. Man, I'm jealous. The cycle route, there'll be 1 water table for all competitors. There'll be 32 GR race bottles, which are provided as well as water sachets. And before you ask me the question, those race bottles will fit in your bottle cage. So, run route, there'll be 3 water tables, 1 at 10.5 Ks on the run route and 2 water tables on the 5K run route. So there it is. So 3 water tables on the 10.5 and 2 on the 5 kilometer route. Out and back, I would imagine. COVID-19 rules and masks. Yes, there is still a mask mandate. Rumor has it that it might end soon, but for now it's still in place. So please wear your mask right until the start of the swim, and then they can be removed and disposed of. Once you finish, please pop that mask back on your face immediately. Weirdly enough, at the last race that I went to in Joburg a couple of months ago, I actually got COVID from a race. So yeah, wear your mask if you don't mind. Rubbish must be thrown away within the 50-meter line after each water table. And if you're caught throwing away after this, you will be disqualified. Littering is a disqualification. And it's not just because we're being mean, but because, let's face it, Theewaterskloof and the Western Cape is a beautiful part of the country, and we want to make sure that we leave it as clean as we found it. Race day is coming up soon. I'm really sad I can't be with you, but I know the team are going to look after you. My mate Llewellyn's going to be on the mic and providing the magic, and Damien and the team are going to make sure you have a great race day. That's your final race brief instructions. Have a great time, and don't forget, share those pictures using hashtag Cape Ultra or hashtag BeActiveSports, and share those results after the race, because I really, really want to see how it went for you. Have a good race and stay safe.